out here chasing that chicken. Chefing up the pot in the kitchen. So damn good, it's finger licking. These niggas stand around just sniffing. Wishing they could be in my position. Trying to catch a nigga slipping. That's when I cock back, load the clipping. Lead these haters drip, drip, dripping. Busting off shots with position. Don't fuck around, end up missing. Sipping white Henny, keep a nigga litty. Word to Big, shout out to Diddy. Rolling that Marley, word to Ziggy. Will Smith on the strip, cause I stay jiggy. Haters throwing shots, but they can't hit me. Try to take me out, but them clowns miss me.
Who's the man behind the shades? Who's the man behind the shades? Who's the man behind the shades? Who's the man behind the shades?
King size, stay fly, talking Ferragamo. Looking like I just hit the lotto. About to be the next Lucky Luciano.
Who's the man behind the shades? Who's the man behind the shades?
I'm never going out of style. I level up every day that go. Can't trust these niggas from a mile. Like a big bird with a smile. Taking off, I mean I'm flying over. I'm buying land, y'all buying closures. Never look over my shoulder. I look in the mirror and swear that they talking about me. Every time that I hear them bring down the true meaning of queen. Don't need to be seen, but every time that I'm seen on the scene, bitch, I'm making the scene. Don't mean to be mean, but I don't give a fuck about boosting you up, about your self-esteem. Confide in my team, if you ain't on my team, you can sit on the bleachers and scream for me. Get a bad bitch, make a cream for me. Go hit the block and get green for me. My bestie a Glock and she sing for me. Make them leak for me if they think it's sweet. I like the ball, I need a bigger budget. Pull it up, they need a big plummet. Pull off my pants, the whole room flooded. Pussy wet, he need a big bucket. Yeah, I ain't playing with these wannabes. Lead it by example, wanna make it, you can follow me. Niggas all over, wanna gobble up and swallow me. Bars gonna stupid, the hottest wanna bar these. Big fast competition ain't nothing. You be better doing something safe like getting money.
Hello. Quite an introduction, huh? That was Amazon. Well, the first song that was playing was my cousin D Sipe. Shout out to D Sipe. He's definitely moving and shaking and grinding. And Amazon the Goddess is the female artist that I was playing for my introduction. So again, thank you everybody. This is the Minx Show podcast and happy holidays. I know this is the last show of 2019 because just like everybody's been saying that like 2020 is going to be my year. Hold on, let me fix my camera because I'm like, I got to get my shit. Okay. All right. Again, this is the Minx Show podcast. Shout out to everybody that is here. I know I'm on CP time, but honey, my little one was really trying my patience because I was like, honey, I did all the little things that you do to get these kids to bed, as far as, putting them in a nice warm bath and, that just didn't work. But we are here. I got a couple of shout outs I need to give to everybody. First of all, shout out to my Patreon members. You guys are the shiznit. You guys are keeping this platform growing. And I really don't care about like haters and shit. Like I'm so over it. And we're going to be talking about that in a little while. But this episode, I call this Shameless. I call it Shameless because there's a lot of shameless things going on. And Mother Minx is about to put a lot of mofos on blast about it. Okay. First order of business. There goes that noise again. Just so tired of it. This damn radiator that wants to remind us that the heat is on. Again, thank God that we have heat, but for the people that don't have heat, I feel really bad for y'all. All right, so basically, let me get this started. All right, so there was a couple of things that were going on in the news. First of all, I want to give a shout out to 759. I am her co-host. on her show that she has that is so super, super dope. And basically it's, indie talking music. And hold on, let me get this up. So it's indie talking music, actually it's random talk, but most of it always winds up going back to the independent artist realm, because there's a lot of stuff that goes on that people are obviously in denial about. So anywho, other than that, again, season's greetings. Merry Christmas to those who celebrate Christmas, to those who celebrating Kwanzaa. Happy Kwanzaa. It was just a very, very weird day, Christmas. There was a death in my family, and, puts life into perspective, of course. Life is too short, and y'all need to stop wasting time. But it was definitely, like I said, an eye-opener. Was not expecting it. Nobody really was. And, it takes a lot out of you. It makes you take a step back for a minute, like, wait a minute. Okay, I got to live my life. I got to do what I got to do as a human being. I got to be somewhat productive member of society, There goes that buzzing noise. I think I got it. Okay. So, you want to be a productive member of society and do your part, do your best, give back to those who are less fortunate, just do the right thing. Because you never know when your time is up. And I live my life every day as if my number can be called, so, some of the mantras that you guys should have, as far as, your goals, I don't believe in resolutions. I think that you need to just make mantras, and you need to make realistic goals and chase them and go after them and execute them. Because a lot of people, they create resolutions and they don't ever see it through, because they're, they lose sight, they lose vision, they're around negative people that don't give a fuck about them. They just want to put you down and tell you that your dream is impossible. If you need someone positive in your life, I know I come off a lot as negative, and I'm not. I just keep it real, and a lot of people can't handle that. But if you are a person that, you don't have a positive network or positive following or people behind you to encourage you to do more and do better, you definitely want to tap in with my Patreon team. That's all we do all day is motivate, educate, and just keep each other pushing, because there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that I don't talk about a lot, and I don't think I'm going to talk about it yet. That's a big yet. But I just think that a lot of us are losing sight and wasting a lot of time on frivolous dumb shit. So that's what I wanted to get the show started with, was, don't let life consistently beat you up and take away any opportunities that you may have to advance or better yourself. If it's money, it'll come, but just don't, just stop living your life like you're gonna live forever. Okay, so that's what I want to say. I don't want to get too mushy, not too mushy gushy for you guys. So here's the recap for this year. Okay, we had dope artists that came on. I became a station head, brand ambassador. You could shoot me an email. Jim, I don't know how to say your name. Jameek, Bird. You can send me an email to submissions@minxradio.com if you are trying to become a guest or be part of the family. All inquiries, again, I do my best in responding to those who inquire about, what we do over here. But if you are serious, I will definitely reply. I've been getting a lot of messages from people that just want to ask, and I'm not cool with that. Just keeping it real. Like, you guys don't see that I just dropped a video called Mistletoe with my child and her father, and y'all are sending me messages and being fresh as fuck. I don't get it. But anyway, I have some articles for you. A couple of articles that I came across this week. And we're going to start with Article 1. Hold on. It says I'm not on YouTube. Okay, that's fine. I don't care if I'm on YouTube right now. Okay, that's fine. So over at the Minx Show Tumblr, the Tumblr page, we have a couple of articles that were posted and tweeted out from minxradio.com. Again, minxradio.com is live. It's a live website now, and we're going to get into these articles. So here we go. Article 1 for this week has to do with New York. And some of you guys are from New York. Some of you guys aren't. Some of you guys care about what happens with New York. I kind of do, especially when it has something to do with hip hop. And we are getting a new Bronx hip hop museum. This is in Variety magazine. And we're going to read this. I said Variety magazine, didn't I? Okay, this is in variety.com. So you guys got to forgive me. All right, so it says Hip Hop Museum heading to the Bronx with $3.7 million infusion from New York State. Super exciting, isn't it? So it says New York Governor Andrew Cuomo signed off on the measure that would contribute $3.7 million to the Bronx's first hip hop museum. It was announced on Thursday. The funding is part of a statewide New York economic and community development package. Dubbed the Universal Hip Hop Museum, the effort was chartered by the New York State Department of Education Board of Regents to document, preserve, and celebrate global hip hop music. The executive team championing the project along with the state of New York included Executive Director Rocky Bucano, Public Enemy's Chuck D, and Curtis Blow, who serve as board chairman, and cultural ambassadors Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, LL Cool J, who is pictured, and Grandmaster Flash, and the Fab Five, Freddie, and all who spent their formative years in the New York City borough. It says, we have been in this dream for about 6 years now, Curtis Blow said in the interview on local television. We have about 30 to 35 people sacrificing and donating their time to make this dream a reality, and we're getting close. Our mission is to use technology today to tell this story of the history of hip-hop. We are talking avatars and holograms and virtual reality. And another thing is interaction with the kids. You guys can read this article, variety.com. I am super hyped about this. I'm going to tell you why. See, because of King Solo, I have anxiety about my zooming in. Thanks a lot, King. So anyhow, again, shout out to King Solo and everybody that is a Patreon member. Now, this is amazing. Okay, first of all, I've been preaching this for such a long time. We needed hip hop history. We needed hip hop history, and the fact that they're dedicating money from New York State to facilitate a hip hop museum is super dope. But I do have one question. Where are y'all getting this money from? Look, I'ma call it as I see it, and if people get mad, I don't give a fuck. I get paid on my ads, okay? I'm all for it. Don't get me wrong. I'm all for it. I believe that education is important. I do believe hip hop is a monumental pillar of history because it has paved the way for so many people in this business to destroy it. Okay. And the fact that a lot of people, kids, people that want to get into these little hip hop debates don't know their hip hop history. I think it is important that they are doing their best to educate people, especially the kids. I mean, I think the kids need to know, their origins. And I'm from the Bronx, so we all know the Bronx is the home of hip hop. Okay, I don't care what anyone says. The Bronx is from the home of hip hop. And the fact that they're putting it here is dope. And I love that. But my question is that what about all the other things that, yes, shout out to True Words. What's goody, True Words? Shout out to him. $3.7 million they are investing. But my question is, what is happening with, kids that, we have bullying as an issue as well. Are we going to be investing in that, investing in the confidence and these kids learning how to give these mofos an eye jammy because, they can't afford karate or some kind of, they just don't have the proper training, to deal with bullying and things like that. That's one of my things that I worry about. What about drug and alcohol abuse with these kids that are sneaking out and they're turning up off of their mother's medicine cabinet shit? We need to invest in that as well. As much as I love hip hop, I love everything that comes from hip hop. The fact that hip hop is the origin of everything that is music, pretty much, besides some Shakespeare shit. But, the whole idea of rhyming is the same. We need to do more on that realm as well. We can't just focus on investing millions of dollars into a hip hop museum. I think we should also invest millions of dollars into other things as well that's going to help these kids deal with shit. A suicide hotline is not enough. So we need to do more on that realm as well. But, again, thank you. We did need this. We definitely needed a hip hop museum. But in the climate that we are in now, did we need it now? They've been working on this for about 6 years. And, I get it. Congratulations. I hope it works. But I just hope this is not another bullshit nonprofit, taking money from taxpayers because you just want to have a museum. I'm just keeping it real because there's a lot of people that start things and then they're not really consistent with that vision. Okay. That's my only concern. But other than that, I'm ready for it. I'm excited for it. Okay. So we're going to get into the next article and then we're going to get into a song of an artist that has been rocking with the platform for the year. Okay. All right. So the next article that I thought was very interesting, I came across it while I was making dinner tonight. So this is an article. Hold on. What True Words is saying? He says Curtis Blow, Big Daddy Kane. Yes. He says the chairman of the Real Deal. Yeah, I believe it. I totally believe. I just hope that it sticks to it. Because what happens is that, do you want me to get into the conspiracy side of it? I think I should. I think I really should. That anything that's positive that has to do with hip hop and New York City that they put together for us, they're going to I just hope there's not going to be any shootings or anything like that, over some old beefs and, just try to orchestrate some dumb shit to make this movement not happen. I've seen it so many times and I just hope that it doesn't go down like that. If you're going to build a hip hop museum, that's great. Just make sure that the haters and the powers that be don't get in the way, of doing that. Shout out to my co-host, 759. Some of y'all been tuning into that on Station Head. Y'all are missing a dope ass show that we are putting on Station Head. Shout out to Lynchburg, 434. Shout out to that city, all the way from New York to down south. Again, bucket list thing. We're gonna meet up and we're gonna be in the same room. and be on station here doing a show. Shout out to 759. All right. So again, yeah, that was my spiel on it. That was my spiel. All right. So this other article that I came across, it says, DJ Frosty to Montgomery. If you're dreaming of radio or music, make it a reality now. This is an article in MontgomeryAdvisor.com. And we're going to read this because this had me laughing. And you're going to see why. Okay, you ready for this? Hold on. Let me just share this. Here we go. All right. So DJ Frosty says, damn, I don't want, these websites be wilding out. I'd be like, yo, can y'all do like your surveys after we read the shit? Like, come on. And then they take you through this whole, you just won an iPad 3000. Trying to educate people. Yes. I'm reading the comments over on Facebook, guys. Okay, so let me scroll down because this is one of those websites. One of these blog sites that start the article in the middle of the shit because there's just so many ads. Damn, there's too many ads actually. All right, let me just give you guys a recap basically. So basically in this article, they were basically saying that, if you want to start a radio show, a radio station, you need, just do it. And this is down in Montgomery. So they're like, damn, why did they make this? I hate websites like this. It didn't come up like that on my phone. I'll tell you that much. Anyhow. Damn, $188 a month for 36 months for Equinox? Shit. Yeah, this is a weird website. I don't get it. Anyway. So what they were basically saying in this article that I read on my phone that, if you want to start a radio show, radio station, you need to stop waiting on a gig. It was just a dope article and I can't show it to you guys. So if you guys go over to Minx, the Minx Show Tumblr, you could be able to read the article yourself because these people, they got too many ads and stuff on here. And, that's when you know that it's excessive. They were definitely not shameless in that shit. But anyway, so if you guys are interested in doing radio, doing talk radio, if you are interested in doing podcasting, you're interested in just trying to change your little, ways of, maybe you're tired of music. Maybe you want to educate people. Maybe you want to do something different. Maybe you want to be a promoter. Maybe you want to be a podcast playlist curator and promote people. I do have one thing to say about that. Besides the fact that me and 759, we always talk about this shit. But, it's not for everybody. This is a consistent gig. This is nothing, this is like a job. This is being in radio and all that stuff. Like you guys can go and apply for that if you want. But I wanted to start my own radio station. And again, this is my mantra. This was my mantra for 2019. She said, you passed it like 5 times. Maybe I did. Let me refresh the shit because my computer is running slow. But anyway, if you are interested in getting into this situation, like I say all the time, it is not easy. It is not an easy job. It's not 1, 2, 3. You don't just wake up and hop on the air and just say whatever you like. It takes a lot of planning. It takes a lot of pre-planning. It takes a lot of building your, what do they call it? You are a radio personality. So it's like people that know me personally, they're like, you're kind of like different. Like when you do your podcast and you be throwing up like the little snippets and stuff, like you do not sound the same like how you do in person. And I'm like, but that's what being a radio personality is. This is my radio personality. You guys see my rapper personality. You guys see my production personality. And then you see my radio personality. And yes, that is almost like having a split thing going on, but it's all about professionalism. And I'm about my professionalism. So this ain't for everybody. So if you're going to get on the air and sound like, it's some whatever shit, you're not going to have a long time doing this shit. I'm just keeping it real. Because when you decide that you want to promote people and you decide that you want to get in the business of starting a show and interviewing people, that's the other thing. I take my hat off to anybody that does it, that does the podcasting thing, but this is not a fucking game to me. This ain't a game. And that's why when I see people, one day waking up and deciding that they want to do this, right? But then they hit me up for advice. I tell them all the same thing. Are you prepared to get involved in podcasting, knowing that you're going to have to do flyers, knowing that you're going to have to be sending out email blasts, knowing that if you decide to have a Patreon-based situation, are you going to be able to keep content coming for that? Because you can't just come out and say, give me money because I'm promoting you. That's not how that works. That's not how any of this works at all. You don't just fucking come out off the rip and start asking people for money. Like, you should be asking them, hey, can you be my first guest? Or, hey, can you sit down with me? Hey, can you call in? Can you advertise? Are you going to hire an advertiser? Or are you going to do certain things that are necessary in investing in your business? Are you going to invest in microphones? Are you, and I'm not talking like regular microphones. I mean, it depends on how you want to do it. Are you going to invest in equipment? Are you going to invest in all of that to make your situation look professional? Okay. This is not a fake it till you make it type of situation. This is 100% real. And then when you decide that you want to go big time, okay, this is the other stuff that you'll have to get eventually. Again, I'm not telling anybody don't get into podcasting. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that there is a big, just like we thought there were mad producers and we thought there were mad artists. Well, there are mad podcasters. And now, in a sense, it's like we're getting ready to go into this whole, which I'm noticing podcast wars that are going on. I've seen podcast wars, stealing listeners and ideas and things like that. Like, that's not cool. Come up with your own idea. Do your own shit. Do it well. Apply yourself. I believe in you. But don't copy people. This is no shade to anybody. Like I said, if I have, y'all know, Minx does not throw shade. If I have something to say to somebody, I'm going to say it. And I'm going to say it with their name. But I'm not directing it to anybody in particular. I'm just saying in general, y'all need to chill. Okay? So, as a recap, I think this wire is going. See, that's the other thing you guys have to think about at being a podcaster is replacing shit if it don't work or it's not working right. So, again, good luck with that. All right. So, I'm going to do a recap. One of the artists that I really thought was dope this year. Oh, that's what that was. I had to turn the mic a little bit. There was a little buzzing, humming noise that was bothering me. All right. So with this recap, I'm going to be putting on an artist that, has been rocking with the platform for a minute. Okay. This is True Words. Mind you, like I said, True Words, he's definitely on his game this year. And if he don't blow up, I'm quitting the music business. I'll probably be behind the scenes. Y'all won't see me a lot. But, there's so many dope artists that have so much potential. They care about the craft. They invest in the craft. They're passionate about the craft. And, I just would hate that all that hard work and being pushed over to the side because of some losers who don't write their own shit. Like Drake, for instance. But we talked about that earlier. You better tune into that shit. All right. So, again, True Words, he's been going through so many different, I think this was, there's a guy named Noah Jones. I love his mic. His mic is so big and cool. But he's been going, and basically having like these back and forths, and, he keeps presenting songs that are dope. So he has not lost yet from what I've seen. I don't think he's lost yet. All right. So we're going to get this song on and let me know what you guys think. And again, Patreon member who has been rocking with the platform for almost like half a year now. Maybe the majority, 8 months of the show. So here we go. True Words with Right.
This is the Minx Show podcast, Patreon member exclusive.
Hey, yo, Minx, hit that play button.
Yeah. You already know who it is. Look. I'm here to stay and y'all never know when I'm leaving. Y'all might be the ones to go before all the start of the grieving. I'm speaking to all my haters, y'all all can suck on the penis. I'm undefeated for reasons, never telling my secrets. Never walking, I'm speeding past all these babies. I'm man amongst all the feeders. I mean this, I know you see that I'm grown. I'm just a king with a throne. I got the keys to the holes, to all the locks, so it's really easy for me to dethrone all these fakes that they claim the king, let them reap what they sow. So let me swim in the deep end and let me even the flow. Life's a game and I play it well, I don't cheat with the codes, cause all I need is control, and all I need is the road. I don't need no directions, I move my feet and just go. I'm lyrically hard to hang with, they're gonna need more than rope and a bungee cord and a couple dreams, or they sleep or they woke. I killed this beat the minute I spilled the fucking ink when I wrote. They were thinking I was all done. Right. I wasn't in it for the long run. Right. They think they scare me cause they talk guns. Right. What they thought, I was gon' run? Right. People know that I got it, I'm hot as hell, and I'm not into cooling down. If I'm ever king, I'm never losing my crown. And I'm lying if I said I'm worried, a Hakuna Matata. Who want the problem? Who want the smoke without the hookah and Prada? If I rap about guns, I feel like I'm shooting at nada, that's nothing. My jewel's like lava, so when I spit, I'm burning mics. And any booth them, I gotta just face it. I speak the truth cause I gotta. I really use my palabras, I really do what they habla. Face can be real, I can see right through you imposter. Brains can be cooked, turn your fucking noodles to pasta. That's food for thought, no guns, I just say do what I wanna. Cause I'm in control of my future, watch what I do mañana. Shit can get real, treat you like some doodle and drop you. I get rude cause I got to, won't refuse to get hostile. I can take it to the streets or preach to you about gospels, but nah. They were thinking I was all done. Right. I wasn't in it for the long run. Right. They think they scare me cause they talk guns. Right. What they thought, I was gon' run? Right. Right. Right.
Yes. So that was the homie True Words. Make sure y'all like and subscribe and support his movement, because he's definitely on a movement that y'all want to be part of. Okay. So yeah, I wanted to clear up something I said earlier in the week. I don't do take backs, ladies and gents. What I said is what I said. So basically I did a little side by side, comparison. I hate being called a conspiracy theorist. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I just question shit that does not make sense. And one of the things that I noticed is that, whenever a regular person comes out their face and they say that they think a celebrity copied them. I don't understand why the fuck that's so far-fetched that you don't want to believe that. You know, you're just like, that can't be possible. Listen, if it's online, you know, I'm trying to figure out the right words to say so I don't sound fucked up. Okay. If it's online, it's free game, right? Everybody that has an idea, you know, you guys think that you are protected under all costs. And, you know, what these industry mofos bank on is that nobody's going to come forward and say, this person stole my idea. They bank on the fact that nobody is going to have money to take them to court. This is what they bank on, right? This has happened several times with websites like Vine and other applications where they encourage people to be creative, but under what cost? You know what I mean? Like you're creative online, and then you have industry mofos that watch you, right? And then whenever you point out that, hey, this person stole my idea, this celebrity that you guys ride, you know, they're nutsacks, it's so far-fetched, right? So I pointed out earlier in the week, and I said this about 2-3 months ago. Sorry, fellas, they're about to get into some hair and makeup shit. Don't do it, Minx. I'm going to do it. Anyway, so I said months ago, you know, I hope my SM7B ain't fucked up, because that's going to be bad. Hold on. All right, we're good. All right, so somehow or another, a couple of months ago, you know, I went and got my hair did. You know, I don't like to go to the hairdresser. I just have this anxiety of people looking at me while I get my hair done. I don't know if that's me or if that happens to other women. I just have anxiety with that because I'm like, yo, I'm in this chair. I'm in my space. What the fuck are you looking at? You know, I'm very iffy about that. So when I go and get my hair done, I like to go at times where I know that people are at work, or I know that at times that, you know, people are not going to come in, or it's not as busy. And it's not for the reasons that are usually like, oh, I just want to get in and get out. No, I just don't like people looking at me while I get my hair done or my makeup done and shit like that. So I said to the hairdresser, I was like, look, you know, I'm so tired of dyeing my shit. I'm so tired of, you know, I'm getting old. I'm 33. My hair is turning fucking gray. Okay. Like, it's just bad. It was really bad. If you look at my album artwork for Can't Help It album, my single artwork for Can't Help It, I actually left my grays, you know, to show you guys that, yeah, bitch is getting old and this is the last time I'm chasing this shit. That's just the facts. So I decided, I said, fuck it. You know, I'm going to go all gray. Okay. I'm just going to go all gray. I'm going to do the gray thing. At first, my family was like, no, like, come on. You serious? And then my friends were like, come on, Minx, like you're doing the most. You're being too drastic. I'm so used to looking at you like with your long black hair, et cetera, et cetera. And I was like, no, fuck it. I want to go gray. So then now my hair is gray. It's fully gray white. And people have stopped me. They asked me if I'm a cosplayer for, you know, X-Men. I could be. But all of a sudden, Megan Thee Stallion comes out with the same look, the same makeup scheme, minus the dark lips, because that's my gothic thing. You know, I'm not reaching. You guys really think that these industry mofos are not watching? You think that they're not observing what people in the underground are doing? You guys think that you are perfectly safe, you are perfectly cool, and none of these industry mofos are going to copy you. You think they're going to come to you with their hands out and say, hey, we want to sign you. We love your look. We love that. No, they're not going to do that. Wake up. Biting. Yes, yes. Hold on. Let me see. World Life. Is that your name? World Life? Yes. I'm sorry, my eyes are getting bad too. That comes with getting old. So we're actually live on Station Head. Shout out to Station Head. Word Life. Okay. My bad, Word Life. My phone is like so far away from my mixer I can't even see it. But you're right. He says okay, he says my beard, it's wisdom. Yes, the grays, yes. Not the alien grays. I need to get that soundbite. But yes, these industry people, you know, they watch everything. That's why I say all the time, I kind of get frustrated because I was called a biter. And I was like, I'm not biting anybody. I'm just doing me. And as y'all saw, I tweeted months ago. I said, fuck it. I'm going to go all gray. I don't care what people say. If I want to look like I'm 800 years old, I'm going to be an 800 years old mummy and still be crushing it with the lyrics. You see what I'm saying? But E-Man says, does the carpet match the drapes? Yo, what is up with you horny dudes? Like y'all get on these apps and y'all just be like, oh my God, just ready to jack it off. Like, I can't imagine what a work day is with you guys. Like y'all are really always stuck in a sexual mindset. Like, that's really annoying, and I hate that as a woman. Like, I posted today, I was showing, you know, screenshots of people DMing me and then, you know, trying to DM me. You know what I mean? I'm a businesswoman, honey. I don't do all that. And no, not just Station Head. But you know, it sucks. You know, it sucks being a businesswoman because this is what happens to us. You know, you try to be professional, and then you have dudes that just love to, you know. Kevin Rand over on Facebook says, where can I send my music? You could send it to me, submissions@mixradio.com. But if you were with the Station Head team, you would be able to just submit it right on the website. Excuse me, on the app. You can actually submit your tracks in the app through Spotify or Apple. And I choose Spotify. Speaking of Spotify, I have a giveaway. Ladies and gentlemen. And my giveaway is this. I have Xbox. Xbox offered me. I already have Spotify, so, you know, I don't know if you can apply this to an already existing account. So that's why I'm offering it as a giveaway. So with this giveaway, because I just paid my subscription and I'm going to be slaying and tearing up this kid on Tekken like I did earlier today, they're offering 6 months of Spotify for free. So I got to think about the parameters of the contest. But that's going to be my giveaway to you. To those of you that cannot afford Spotify, I will help you get 6 months. So let me come up with the parameters for the contest, and I will put it on the website, and you guys will have until the 30th to claim it. So I'm just going to have to just give it away. Give it away to anybody. I don't like to see things go to waste. MQZ Official. Shout out to MQZ Official over on Periscope. He's cracking up. Yeah. MQZ Official is dope. He tunes into all the shows. All right. So I actually had just one more article that I saw that was very interesting. And this has to do a little bit of this is going to be very controversial. It's going to be a controversial thing I think I will ever talk about on this show. Okay. This is with a website called rantorreason.com. And with Rant or Reason, it is well in within reason. I ain't subscribing to this. Get out of here. So this article says Jay-Z is in a 360 deal and has been for 10 years. Now, when I read this, let me tell you, when I read this article, I was just like, I found this on Reddit, and y'all know I love Reddit. And if you're not on Reddit, y'all need to get on Reddit, because there's a lot of shit on Reddit that can help you flourish as an artist. It can help you flourish in marketing. It can help you flourish in promotion. And again, if you are not interested in doing research in what you are in, if you are in the music business, if you are a radio host, if you are a podcaster, if you're a graphic designer, Word Life says now he gives people 360 deals. Exactly. All right, so let's read this article briefly. I don't like to read the whole thing. I like to just give you the points. So it says this was posted December 16th, 2019. It says Jay-Z is in a 360 deal and has been for 10 years. This is an article by Vin Fernaro. It says the most heralded businessman in all of hip hop has apparently been in a 360 deal with Live Nation for the last 10 years. That's correct. Jay-Z, the rapper who entered the music industry on his own terms with Rockefeller Records in the late 1990s, is currently locked into a 360 deal with Live Nation for his touring income. However, from 2008 to 2018, his 360 deal also accounted for his recordings and publishing, according to Billboard. The deal was made when his Rock Nation imprint was formed in a joint partnership with Live Nation. The former functions as a subsidiary and includes everything from a record label to a management company. Rock Nation Records boasts artists like Rihanna, J. Cole, Willow Smith, and while Rock Nation Management houses prominent stars such as Meek Mill, Mariah Carey, and Shakira, there's also a sports division and holdings for companies like Tidal. Rock Nation was originally perceived as the spiritual successor to Rockefeller that did not include co-founders Damon Dash and Kareem Biggs Burke. However, it has failed to capture the same fanfare in the music world. It is widely loved and respected artists throughout the years has been J. Cole, Rihanna, who also joined the imprint much later after departing Def Jam around 2014, because now she's getting that makeup plug. She's only released one album since she signed with the label. That's strange. So it says Dash, Jay's former partner, has been critical of the rapper's moves and has frequently downplayed the independence. Most recently, he accused Jay-Z of taking a job with his NFL deal. Dash bashed his former cash cow during an interview with No Jumper podcast a few months back. Again, I'm not going to read this entire article. You can read it yourself on rantorreason.com. My thoughts. Well, it does kind of sound like he is in a 360 deal because, in a sense, first of all, let's talk about what a 360 deal is and how it is actually structured. Because a lot of people don't, they throw around this 360 deal term and don't understand what a 360 deal is. So we're going to look it up together and we're going to read it together. So I put it in Google and I searched it. It says, what is a 360 deal? So the first thing that pops up is something from Wikipedia, which is very surprising that Wikipedia would have information about a 360 deal. So Wikipedia says, in the music industry, a 360 deal is a business relationship between an artist and a music industry company. The company agrees to provide financial and other support for the artist, including direct advances, as well as support in marketing, promotion, touring, and other areas. In turn, the artist agrees to give the company a percentage of an increased number of their revenue streams, often including sales of recorded music, live performances, publishing, and more. This business arrangement is an alternative to the traditional recording contract. In a 360 deal, a company typically provides support to an artist in more areas covered by a traditional recording contract on the condition of receiving a percentage of revenue from these additional areas. During the first decade of the 21st century, revenues from recorded music fell dramatically, and the profit margins traditionally associated with the record industry disappeared. Disappeared. I sound like my daughter. Disappeared. So it says the 360 deal reflects the fact that much of a musician's income now comes from sources other than recorded music, such as live performances and merchandise. Again, you guys can head over to Wikipedia and read on what a 360 deal is. So my question is, thank you, MQZ official. He says, thank you, Queen. Your shows are dope. I appreciate you. I'm missing all my comments on Station Head. He says he stole $25 million from Damon Dash state property. You can call me what you want, but can promise you it was a page within a page. He says this is the first time I ever heard of a 360 deal for something about him. Yeah, we never know what's going to pop up on the Minx Show, and these types of articles sneak up on you when you are on forums and shit like Reddit. So I came across that article at like 2:00 in the morning on Reddit, just roaming, doing my little thing that I do online. So this ties into my thoughts about Blueface throwing money from the top of the cars and trying to do his thing. I think that we live in an era where I still can't fucking believe that people want record deals. Like, I can't believe it. Like, I'd just be like, yo, why the fuck would you want a record deal? Why would you want another person to take a cut of the pie when it's only for you, maybe your producers, maybe your writers? Why would you want a company, a corporation, an LLC to take a portion of your shit? I don't understand. Like, this is what I just can't fathom. Like, first of all, when it comes to merch and shit, I want to say that the artists that are considering getting merch, if you can't sell a record, you can't get people to hit play, you're not going to sell merch. And that's not to be hurtful. That's just to be honest. You have to make people like you first. This is why I named this episode Shameless, because we're going to talk about the shameless plugging and all this shit that y'all have wrong. Okay. In order to gain a fan base, people have to like you. They have to like your personality. If they follow you, you have to engage with them. And I'm not talking about the cheap, the emojis with the fire signs and the fucking fists in the air. That's not engaging with your fans. That's the first thing. Before all of that, you have to feel, you have to understand, honk honk, this is the Bronx, you know how it is. You have to understand that when you are in this game, I don't care what level you are in this game, whether you are a producer, whether you are an artist, whether you are a comedian, whether you are an actor, whether you are a graphic designer. When you are in this business of entertainment, it's more than just getting streams. Okay, this is the first thing I've been wanting to tell artists all year, and you're going to hear it from Mother Minx. Okay, I don't think you guys have it down. He says, MQZ official says, and Forbes is made up of a marketing gimmick list. Oh, of course. But I don't think you guys have it down yet. And I want to express this because if it's working for me, it can work for you. But you have to listen to listen to my suggestions. Okay. Now, I do believe in shameless plugging. I just don't think that you guys are doing it right. You need to draw attention to yourself the correct way. And the correct way is not saying some dumb shit for people to like click on your music. That's stupid. A lot of y'all have been doing that this year a lot, saying stuff like Tupac was trash. Hear my song. That's just not what you do. Okay. He says James Brown movie. Now, well, where do I begin? Actually, where do I continue? Because there's just so much shit that y'all are doing wrong. If you are trying to brand yourself, you have to understand what that means. Branding yourself means that you're going to need to take the time and the energy and the effort to invest in branding in yourself, meaning that you have to purchase your domain. You should have, if you're a rapper named, Little Baseline, why don't you have littlebaseline.com? Okay. Why don't you have littlebaseline.net? Why don't you have baseline at littlebaseline.com? Like, why don't you have these professional things in order? And then you get mad because people climb into your DMs. People are climbing into your DMs because you have not trained or set the rules on contacting you. So why on earth would you guys give money or try to engage and try to work with people who really don't contact you in a professional way? See, if you contact me, I'm actually a person that has a blog, has a website, has a radio station, has a podcast. So I expect you guys to climb into my DMs to inquire about my services. But I am not going to climb into a potential client's DMs and say, hey, my name is Minx and I have the Minx Show podcast and I'm always looking for artists and, please check out. I don't do stuff like that because I feel that that's begging. I do music. I don't drop my music in DMs. I don't drop my music in comments. I don't drop my music in email blasts. I just don't do it. It's stupid. You're scaring people away, number one, because if your shit is trash, you're really going to scare them. But you're also, putting yourself in a position where people will not want to work with you because you're so cringy and fucking annoying. You guys have to think of a different way on how to be shameless. Now, let me tell you my tips and tricks on how I do shameless plugging. Okay. You guys are not ready for this, but those of you who are, you are tuned in. Shout out to, Kios Ronan. He says, thank you. You've given me much to think. I agree with having to earn your fans. It's just important to, as a person that is in this business, you have to earn people's trust. You have so many different people out here that have services. They're teaching people how to do the business the right way. And I'm doing They haven't earned your trust. So why give them money? Why give them your time? People offer me money all the time. And I'm like, would you like to get to know me first? How do you not know if I'm a con artist? How do you not know if I'm one of these scammers? You just want to throw money at me? No, get to know me first. Let's talk. Let's have a conversation. Let's see where we're going, where you're headed in your career. And if I can give you some pointers, then we could talk about how much my services are. But other than that, I don't know why you guys are so quick to just say, take my money. So I just think that people need to think about that. So anyhow, I'm going to tell you how I do some shameless plugging. Now, when I talk to a person, let's say Twitter, and you guys know I love Twitter. When I get on Twitter, I just talk. I just talk my talk. Hey guys, good morning. Life's great. Life's beautiful. Make today count. Automatically, I have already given positive energy to the universe, to the Twitterverse, if anything. I sent you guys positive energy. So some people may retweet that. Hey, you know what? She said good morning to me. So yeah, I'm going to retweet that with a comment. Okay? Someone on their end who's having a shitty day may resonate with that. So y'all can't just start the day on some bullshit. You know what I mean? You gotta, be something that somebody was really going to run to your page every morning to say, you know, hey, this is a person that's positive and I need this positive energy. Okay. I'm not talking about the fake, cringy positivity shit. Just be real. The other thing is, when you engage with people on Twitter, and I'm using Twitter as an example because that's the only way people are growing these days. These other websites are not working. You guys are in denial about that shit too, but whatever. So you go on Twitter. When you reply to people on Twitter, reply with a retweet, right? That just means that, hey, if I just reply to you, that just means I'm saying I'm talking to you. But if I retweet you while I'm talking to you, and that means that I want everybody to see our conversation and what we are engaging in. So again, another shameless plug. Oh, I gave away too much already. Well, this is what this podcast was for. You know, we did all our shenanigans and all that stuff on the daily shows now. I'm back to my educational basis and a little bit of drama. Kios Ronan says, I've spent the last 6 months working on my brand and making the steps to earn fans. Yes, I'm teaching you guys how to earn these fans. I'm going to tell you. Okay. I don't believe in follow because somebody followed you and then you unfollow them. That's trash. That's Instagram shit. You don't do that on other websites. I don't believe in that. Okay. Now, the other thing that you do is you want to engage in conversations of things that interest you. You know, don't hop into conversations that are negative. Like you see, I'm a female producer, so I'm going to participate in conversations, like pretty much like mosey my way up into a conversation, but I provide positive insight. I don't provide negative insight. So again, positivity is so super important. Okay. It's okay to bullshit. But if you're going to use your page to simply bullshit, then you're never going to grow. Meaning, if you are a rapper, tweet about rapping shit. Tweet about you rapping. Tweet about pictures of you writing. Do that. Don't do memes. That's distracting. Don't post shit that's going on with mainstream. You're not a hip-hop blog. If it applies to you, then you use it. This is what I noticed the problem is. Like, you look at these producers on Instagram, you go on their production page, and it's all memes of shit that has nothing to do about their productions. Now, if you're going to use a meme, but have your music in the background, now we're talking. That's a shameless plug. Okay? So, what's up, SJC Flawless? What's goody? It's not the number of followers that you have. That's the other thing that you guys need to get out of your head. It's not the number of followers. It's the people engaging. So don't feel bad when you have to unfollow people. You know, don't feel bad when you have to tell someone that their negativity is clouding your page. You know, it's okay. This is also on Facebook. Okay, because I've noticed on Facebook, people are so negative. You don't want to promote on Facebook. I don't care if your mom is on there. Nobody on Facebook is there to engage. They're not there to help you. They're not going to share your shit. They're going to share something that Shade Room posted. So why worry about Facebook? So you guys can cross Facebook off of the list. Unless you're going live. Shout out to Daryl Holmes. He says, I'm actually uploading my latest project on Bandcamp for my domain. Shout out to you. See, my Patreon members, you know, I'm pulling them. We've been all discussing and talking about taking the power back. And that's another story. But taking the power back from domains that are making money off of the traffic we are sending them. That's another story. See, this is why this podcast can't be 2-3 hours, because it'd be 2-3 hours off of shit. I got you, SJC Flawless. Hit me up on behind the scenes. But I've been studying this for like about 2 years straight. And, you know, there is no magic bullet to blow you up. There is no magic bullet. I will definitely say that, you know, people have to do a lot better in how they execute, you know, how they are trying to present their music to people. Because again, Christmas Day, I got so many messages on, and this is only on Instagram for some strange reason. And it was season's greetings, happy holidays, Minx. I appreciate everything you do for the community. And, you know, you see the little like snippet, you know what I mean, of the message. And you're like, oh, let me reply back. Oh, shit. And then you go and you look and it's, oh, new banger. Ah. I was like, okay, y'all need to stop that and leave that in 2019. No one is going to play your music unless they like you. You understand what I'm saying? If you are not likable and you are not relatable, no one's going to listen to your music. No one's going to add you to playlists. You're just like a jerk off to them who is very cocky and too confident for your own good. You know? Got my Patreon members writing to me. So, you know, that's just all I had to say about like the whole talking point of shameless plugging. Again, it's not hard. You just have to be genuine with it. You know, Minx Radio is a shameless plug because I wear the t-shirt. I go out, people look at me, you know, they'll say something and, you know, I'll look and say, oh, you know, this is my radio station. And they're like, oh, you work for a radio station? I was like, no, I own one. Shameless plug, which is why 2020, you should have your business cards. Get your business cards. It's very important to have that because things are changing. You know, 2020, no one knows what's going to happen. We don't know if the internet's going to crash on us. You know, you guys have to practice promoting yourselves without the internet. And I know one person, Jay Reed's Knocking. Shout out to him. I know I said it before. So Jay Reed's Knocking, he's a producer I really like. I think he's dope. I think his personality is amazing. He's a comic. He's just everything. And he took 30 days off. He says shameless plug-in and nonsense games that people play on social media is frustrating. Oh, it is. It is. If people are using, you know, like I said, if you're going to do shameless plugs, you got to do it right. But yeah, Jay Reed's Knocking, he took 30 days off of the internet and he is promoting himself, you know, as a challenge that he has for himself. He's promoting himself without social media. So again, when he comes back, I want to interview him and ask him how the hell that worked out. Because, you know, he's still keeping in contact with his fan base and everything. You just have to have his phone number to text him and all that stuff. And I didn't ask him for it. But when he gets back on here, I definitely do want to get him on and I want to talk to him about what it was like to promote without a phone, only using phones to make phone calls and text messages and talking and communicating directly, but no social media. That must be super dope. Okay. So again, shameless plugs. Make sure you guys study it well. Stop buying marketing and promo shit. Just stop doing it. You know, it's just not beneficial to you. Faking streams. That's another thing we got to leave back in 2019. There are actual services now where you have people like me who have access to station head. Again, 500 people are tuned in. Your song gets played. That's 500 streams. Why are you still paying for streaming farms when you can get an organic audience? Y'all don't want organic. I just think you want the quick number. I just think you guys want to be able to say that you have a certain amount of streams. I don't really understand what that's about. Fuck the streams. You got 400 streams. That's great. Who cares? No one's looking at your streaming numbers. I'm not. I'm looking at the quality, the quantity of, how many singles you're dropping. I'm looking at how your social media is, if you're a nice person, if you tweet or write general stuff that is relatable. You need to stop faking it till you make it. It don't work no more. 2020, that's out the window. So no more buying streams, no more faking shit, no more stealing ideas. We just have to get right and get it legit. Okay? That's, pretty much what the basis of this podcast was for today, because this recap is everything. So, last but not least, I have a special announcement. And my special announcement is beneficial to the female hip-hop community and people that are producers, because I already spoke about it earlier today. Y'all need to watch the earlier show. So basically, with the falling out with the company that will never be named, I decided that I wanted to start a website, another one. Like, Minx, come on, you're going nuts here. I decided to start another website that will be an extension to minxradio.com. So it's going to be like, it can be a standalone website, but it's just going to be an extra tab that goes into a website that I bought. And basically, this is for producers that feel like you don't want politics and all that crazy stuff. And me and my homie, The Smoke, hold on. Okay, now So my homie, The Smoke, we've been coming up with ideas in our heads. And, I told him, I was like, I just want to drop a website where people can just promote their beats, like not upload their beats. This is not what this is going to be. I want to have a spot where I feel like producers are not getting a lot of promotion. You guys are only resorting to what the company, who will never be named, says about promoting your beats and how you need to put it on YouTube. And no, we're not doing that. So in this idea that I have, what I want to do is I want to have it where every week I'm going to be showcasing beats that I think are dope. For some reason, people care about what I think. I don't know why. But I want to be able to have everything embedded. I want you to get your own traffic to your own website. I don't want to take that from you. If I can act as a catapult to where we can showcase your beats once a week, like for the week, like I want to have like a weekly thing. You send me your link. If it has an embedded code, even better. And I just want to make a spotlight of the dopest beats in genres for the week. So I'll be dropping that once the website is finished being designed, and I'll be dropping all of that information. But this is what we worked on. 2 producers came up with this idea because we're tired of the politics. It's just too much. Kios Ronan says that's a very good idea and a great challenge. Yes, he's talking about Jay Reed's knocking. Yes, Jay Reed's, and he was a big TikTok head. We were TikTokers, so he, not to see him on TikTok is kind of like sad for me. He's like a regular. SJC Flawless says, if anyone ever meets you, you better subscribe and keep the knowledge in a notebook. I appreciate that. I really do care about what I do, and I know my tweets have been a lot different lately because I'm feeling a bunch of blowback from people that claim they fuck with me. And, it's like people, like I tweeted on Twitter, I said, people will like fake support you until they see that you're actually like making moves, like shit's actually happening, Oh, yes. I got to talk to you about that behind the scenes because we're going to get all this together. I already designed the logo. I do my own logo designs, everybody. This I did. all of that. I do all graphics. Everything you see is me. Everything is mine. I design it because I don't trust anybody with my shit. You can't trust anybody with your shit, and you got to treat it that way. Okay? But anyhow, this is the last show for 2019, and I am very, very humble and appreciative for everybody that rocked with me this entire year when we started with just a little bottle cap mic and Behringer UMC 22 as my mixer. My countless nights crying because things weren't working right. My sounds weren't working right. And to be able to accomplish this in a year, I met my goals. Like, I could cry right now because a lot of us make goals and we don't reach them. And I've met all my goals in 2019. I took off like the LLC thing being my goal for 2019. I just wanted to establish the idea and get it moving. So 2020's goals is to make my whole business an LLC, including myself. I definitely want to bring in more shows onto minxradio.com. To those of you that do tune in, I do see the numbers. You can actually download the app as well to listen to the live shows. But this has been an excellent journey, and I've had a lot of hiccups. I've had a lot of upsets. I've had a lot of stress. I've had a lot of drama. There were times where I wanted to throw in the towel, and you guys didn't let me quit on some non-mushy shit. You guys kept me going. My Twitter account was deleted that I've had for 10 years. And I've had more followers on this account than I did for the account with, 10 years. I have networked with such dope artists. I have networked with such amazing people. I feel like we are heading into another shift, and I have more surprises for next year from the countless meetings that I've had. A lot of artists will appreciate what I have coming. But yes, if you're a producer and you know producers and you guys are trying to get promotion for your productions, definitely reach out to me. I'm a producer too, so I definitely want to have it where it's a fair game for everybody to get sales and be able to showcase their stuff. So the Smoke is sending me a message. He says, my shit's going to be dope. He's working on his website. I got him to I'm pulling people out of these beat stores. Okay. I want you to make your own. I want you to have your own traffic. You can make money off of your own traffic. You understand what I'm saying? You guys are signing up and uploading your beats to these websites. We don't know what the fuck they're doing with these beats. You don't know if they're showcasing these beats to industry people. I understand. Yes, you want to showcase your beats. I get that. But y'all need to take the power back. And that's going to be our mantra for 2020. Take the power back. You need to have your own websites. I'm not talking an extension. I'm talking about going to GoDaddy, buying your domain, securing your shit, getting a company email. You may have to pay $5.99 a month. Pay for the year. People will fuck with you more with a .com email over a Gmail. You want to make money in this business? You got to move like a business. It takes investments, guys. I'm just being totally honest with you. So I wanted to recap the year like we did. And I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm here to talk. I'm here to bullshit. I'm here to laugh, but I am mostly here to work. And if you guys are interested in working and building and networking, then I'm definitely down to create whatever we need to do in order to get this popping, because it aggravates me that people don't understand the business side of the music business. And it's just so simple. It's so simple. They put it in a book. You just have to find the right books. You have to take out your own notebook, and you have to be able to pick out the parts that like suit you. You know, nobody is going to come with a magic service to teach you everything about the music business. They're not going to do it. Me, on the other hand, I'm writing a book. So some of y'all don't like to read. Some of y'all need audio books. Some of y'all need podcasts. And I was like, I was going to cover all gray areas. You know, it's not about money for me. Never has been. But we're building stuff. We're building things. And I couldn't do it with just my own dime. So my Patreon members actually, they know, most of them know, that their contributions to the platform helped us develop our own app. So their contributions actually helped develop the app Anubis that is dropping next month. I'm super excited about it. I was scared at first, but I don't want nobody else to steal my ideas. So that's going to be dropping. But other than that, that's really all I had to say. You know, again, I'm going to close out the show. I was going to have some highlights and stuff, but that would be a little bit too mushy. But again, one whole year, we did it. We got through it. We are in season 5, episode 2 of the Minx Show podcast. Season 5. This is episode, I think, 49. Next year, January the 3rd, will be our 50th episode of the Minx Show podcast. And I'm super, super hyped, super, super blessed, never stressed. But I'm super excited about that. Okay? So anybody has any questions or anything like that, you guys can hit me up behind the scenes. You guys can shoot me an email to submissions@minxradio.com. Again, submissions@minxradio.com. Hold on. He says, I've never heard any of your music. What name do you go by? I have to check out your album. Yes, my album. Well, I don't have an album yet. I actually have an EP that my manager is going to kill me if I don't drop it very soon. My music, you could search for me under Minx, M-I-N-X, Couture. And I'm actually going to close out this episode with a song that I did. This was a song that I wrote for the underground artists. A lot of people don't believe that, but when you hear the lyrics, you'll understand. Now, little background about this song. I wrote this song because I was about to give up making music. And one of my friends gave up making music. He was like one of my besties. He stopped making music. And he told me, he says, you know, Minx, this is in your blood. What are you doing? You know, this is your everything. Like, you got to be in it to win it. So I was like, you know what? You're right. You are right. So, again, closing out the show. January the 3rd next year, we will be live with our special. We're going to have a special guest. She's actually a PR, public relations. I think you guys may want to mark your calendar for that, because I think a lot of you are jumping from making the song, going into marketing and promo, and forgetting that you need public relations. Okay, so that's very important. So we're going to close out the show again, In It to Win It by me. I appreciate you guys, and I thank you for tuning in. Hold on, what's going on? Why isn't it playing? Oh, here we go.
Such a nigga, I'm just living, ain't no competition, bitch. Cause no one's on my level, not even close to my mental. I'm chasing breadcrumbs on some Hansel and Gretel, and I'm a beast down. till the last row is peddling. Fuck these mumble rappers. Your time's up. Free the line up. Step aside, yup. To the alleyway with the rest of the trash. Cause ain't nobody checking for you, cause you all just a laugh. I'm just trying to make it. I want it so bad I can taste it. I just like to chase it to the point where I can't take it no more, no more, no more. When's it gonna be my turn? Be my turn. I'm in it to win it. I'm in it to win it. I'm in it to win it. It really don't matter just as long as I get it. I'm in it to win it. I'm in it to win it. It really don't matter just as long as I get it. And if I have to grind, I'ma hustle till it's mine. And if I have to grind, I'ma hustle till it's mine. Cause I'm in it to win it. I'm in it to win it. It really don't matter just as long as I get it. Some people have bigger dreams than the average. Dedicate themselves like a marriage, like an addict. Then music's my drug. Always looking for my next fix. I call my plug to the studio. Hop into the Snow White and Integra with my speakers on Mecca and loud on deck. Just cut the check and RIP to those who paved the way. Nothing but respect. I'm from the Bronx. I was born and raised on your hip hop, cause it's in my veins. I'm just trying to make it. I want it so bad I can taste it. I just like to chase it to the point where I can't take it no more, no more, no more. When's it gonna be my turn? Gonna be my turn. I'm in it to win it. I'm in it to win it. I'm in it to win it. It really don't matter just as long as I get it. I'm in it to win it. I'm in it to win it. It really don't matter just as long as I get it. And if I have to grind, I'ma hustle till it's mine. And if I have to grind, I'ma hustle till it's mine. Cause I'm in it to win it. I'm in it to win it. It really don't matter just as long as I get it.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much. I want you guys to have a happy new year. Again, stay out of trouble. No drinking and driving and turning up and doing dumb shit. And I'm looking forward to working with all my new listeners and people that have questions or inquiries. Definitely look forward to working with you guys. Again, Monday through Friday, we have the random music and talk show, which is like my highlight of my day now, which is on Station Head with my partner 759. That's from 7 to 9 in the evening. I do be posting up snippets from it because y'all be missing out on a really dope ass show. And again, it's not just, anybody just like, just listening. You can always, if you are on Station Head, you definitely can call in and call up and we'll add you in the chat and you could chat with us, talk about your project, talk about whatever. But again, like I said, Happy New Year. I hope you guys enjoy the holiday season. I hope your family and friends bring you a lot of health and wealth and happiness, and stay away from negative people and just be positive. Be positive, be happy. If this year wasn't great for you, I promise you next year will be better. Just stick with your guns and just stay happy. Thank you so much and enjoy the rest of your evening.